Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Let's Talk About It. This week's episode is all about modern dating. We break down generational and digital trends, where people are finding love, divorce and dating stats, married life, cohabitation, ghosting. If you do it, shame on you. Plus, how do singles feel about the dating apps these days? And is having a boyfriend, quote, embarrassing? All this and more, but first, let's go to an event that's helping singles skip the swipes, an in-depth look into singles pitch night.
Northwest Arkansas continues to impress me. There's always a group for everything. There's always a group for development, for real estate, and now there's a group for singles. I would have never saw that one coming. It's like Tinder life. I guess that's Hinge life, I guess.
You're hearing from my friend Alex Garcia. He's referring to a recent event held at the Momentary, a trending dating tool taking major cities by storm.
People are really curious to be able to see what is this, what is it about. They do this in other communities, but no one's ever done it here in Northwest Arkansas. And then people are really excited. I've talked to some of the pitchees tonight, and they said they were game. They're like, yeah, sure, sign me up. This will be fun.
It's kind of exciting. I see stuff happening in big cities, and I see people complaining in little cities, but for being a little city, we're kind of doing big here. It's pretty cool.
There's a lot of people here, Queenie.
Okay, there is a lot of people.
They actually had to cut people out. You should feel special. They had to cut people off at the door.
Oh
so
my
you
God,
all made
we
it.
hit fire code, guys.
All you have to do is just look around and see that there's, 1,000-something people here? I mean, it's a lot of people for singles. That's really encouraging.
Yeah. Capacity. More than 600 people packed the place. 22 pitch pairs, growing in popularity.
I'm 100% surprised by the turnout tonight. I did not expect a lot of people. My friends dragged me out here. I literally wanted to stay at the patio social, and they were like, no, you're single, you're gonna come out with the boys. And I was like, okay, why not? So I did not expect a lot of people here. And especially a lot of people that I knew already, see some familiar faces and stuff like that.
And a reminder that we're doing this once again. So if your friends missed out, we're doing this again.
Happening again January 17th, 2026 from 7 to 10, a Saturday night in Bentonville. What do you have to lose? At least that's many folks' philosophy.
We're having singles pitch night. It is a way for friends of single friends to pitch them to an audience, and maybe they would find a romantic pair or just a friend.
We have a single on stage. A friend of theirs is pitching them to the crowd. Basically, they have 3 to 5 minutes to convince the singles in the audience why those singles should love your best friend who's single as much as you do.
So my phone has been buzzing because we already have hundreds of people that have scanned QR codes.
Haha, skip the swipes, scan the QR code instead, and you can submit an interest form. The people who participate will then receive all of the inquiries. They can decide whether they want to make a move or not. It's a chance to laugh, to mingle, meet new people, cheer. I mean, it's a chaotic, supportive, absolutely hilarious night at the Momentary's Roadhouse, where a friend pitches their friend.
The singles are sick of the dating apps. Have you all been on the dating apps?
Right, Jan, we've been on the dating apps.
So we've come up with a better way, right?
We get a bunch of singles together. They'll come to Momentary and have dates.
We already have another date on the books, January 16th.
It's a 3 to 5 minute slideshow bragging on you, gassing you up, showing off your green flags, your quirks, and hidden talents. It's their moment to convince the audience that you should love their friend as much as they do. It's all 21 and older are welcome.
Singles on the stage and their pitcher.
Romantic, platonic, unhinged, a full audience to keep the vibes high and the energy fun. And my goodness, boy, was it fun.
The Momentary really focuses on young people, like 20s to 40s. What we hear from people in the community, both individuals and employers, it's really hard to meet people in Northwest Arkansas for young professionals. So we are a living room of the community, and we want to be a place where people can come and belong. This is the perfect place to have this kind of event.
Without further ado, we're going to welcome our very first.
They've got music and drinks. I saw all age ranges from people in their 20s to people in their 50s taking advantage of the free night. So it'll be interesting to see how many people show up for round 2. And also note that this one was on a Wednesday night. The next one is on a Saturday night.
When Queenie, our host, posted this on Monday, there were 55,000 viewers.
Those that are being pitched are singles. Okay. So, but we're not just aiming this at romantic connections because, you know, we know that it's just as important to have a solid tribe of friends. And so, yes, you can get up there and be pitched, and those that are in the crowd are going to be able to scan a QR code to indicate their interest, and they can indicate a romantic or a platonic interest. So if you say that she could be a great girlfriend for me. Yeah, she can get up there and be like, we have this in common. Like let's get coffee. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I would be the worst if I didn't give some examples. So take a look. But also, if you want to get the full feel for what it's like, well, you're just gonna have to go in person. And isn't that kind of the point, to meet people in person?
Unmarried, you never know these days, ketogenic natural bodybuilder, and he's incredibly talented. He's got a lot of green flags.
I am a single 30-year-old from Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I am a woman of many hats. I'm a part of several different organizations such as the NAACP, the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus.
Voting or no voting?
Absolutely voting.
You must be a voter. Sarah is sick of playing games, so if you want to have fun but not play games with her, you know what to do. Hit her up at the QR code there. You will be super lucky. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Let's get it on.
He's a national ranked Catan player, chess master. He does a lot of volunteering. He's an entrepreneur and studying med school. If you follow him on Instagram, he'll play the piano and sing. And before anybody says med school leaves you no time, he is so smart.
Harvard.
He's got the biggest heart in the entire world, and he just pushes me to be better. So anybody's lucky to go on a date with him and get to know him, like I am.
That's so sweet, I
Love you, bro.
Hello. I am Yasha, and I am here to pitch the beautiful and gorgeous Ashtown. I'll give you a minute. That's right. Soak in her beauty. You're gonna need it. It's gonna make your day, your night even better. So, I'm gonna need y'all to clock in. I don't care if you're not single tonight, but if you are single, you may know somebody else that's single. So when we get to that QR code, I need every single phone out. You understand? Yes, ma'am? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh. Beauty is not just a hobby. It makes her happy, and it makes her what?
Morning.
Let's go. Okay. So here is some of the fun things that she likes to do. Restaurants, bars, cigar lounges. She loves, to go out and have fun or get caught having fun, if you know what I mean. She does not mind nights in, but better believe she has an event on standby. So solo travel and nature things like hikes and floating, live music.
Even though there's someone that has the same birthday, there's no one else like her. So listen very closely. She loves reality TV. We dissect drama together like it's our side hustle. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives? Yes, please.
This is a fun photo. Yeah, catch her on a plane anywhere. Anything in a claw machine. I don't know how she does it. She's fantastic.
All right, what this tells me is Northwest Arkansas has a need for a singles community to come together, get us off the apps, and connecting in real life.
I know this is kind of unique way to get to meet singles, so that's kind of cool.
I think this represents a scene that maybe Bentonville's missing. It's a place for young people to come together, to be able to meet one another. And I don't know that we have really the nighttime club scene yet in Northwest Arkansas. And just the showing up here of people shows that this is needed in here in this space.
I've already told people since we've been standing here, hey, they're doing another one. You're gonna be here. I put it on the calendar. You got to get down here. This is great. There's so many people to talk to. You can't spin around without bumping into someone that's single. It's super encouraging. It just looks like there's so many people that want to connect. It makes me want to go out and get a rotary phone and drink some Jolt Cola and just talk all night about, no, you hang up. It's great.
Let's break down the data. I want to give a shout out to all my fellow numbers fans out there. New research is offering one of the clearest pictures yet of how Americans are forming and reforming relationships. According to the latest data from the Pew Research Center, 42% of U.S. adults were unpartnered in 2023, down from 44% in 2019. That means the share of adults who are married or living with a partner has ticked up slightly, suggesting the long rise in singlehood may finally be leveling off. Marriage remains the most common form of partnership. Federal data from the CDC shows the U.S. recorded just over 2 million marriages in 2023, 2,041,926 to be exact, a marriage rate of 6.1 per 1,000 people. Divorce is still a major part of the landscape, with 672,502 divorces reported across 45 states and Washington, D.C. But the national divorce rate has fallen to 2.4 per 1,000 people, one of the lowest levels in more than 40 years. Pew researchers say part of that decline comes from Americans marrying later in life, and those later marriages tend to be a little bit more stable. At the same time, cohabitation is becoming more common. Pew's analysis shows 7% of adults now live with an unmarried partner, up from 6% in 2019. But the biggest shift in how people meet is happening online. Pew reports 30% of U.S. adults have used a dating app, including 53% of adults ages 18 to 23, 37% of those 30 to 49, and 26% of adults 50 and older. For LGBTQ plus Americans, dating apps play an even larger role. 51% of gay and bisexual adults have used them. And those apps aren't just for casual browsing. A 2025 analysis from South Denver Therapy shows 1 in 10 partnered adults met their current partner online. Among partnered adults under 30, it's 1 in 5. Tinder remains the largest platform, with about 60 million active users worldwide and nearly 10 million subscribers. Hinge continues to grow rapidly, generating more than $550 million in revenue last year. But the dating boom does come with some challenges. Experts say the rise of online platforms has changed expectations around communication, commitment, and transparency, especially among younger adults. And while many users report positive experiences, safety concerns and online scams remain part of that conversation. At the same time, social media is reshaping how young people talk about relationships. A recent viral British Vogue article sparked debate over why some women now call having a boyfriend, quote, embarrassing. Reporting from USA Today and The Independent shows many young women say they don't want to be seen as all about their man, and that being partnered no longer feels like an achievement. Trends like delusionships, imagining a relationship with someone you barely know, and long-term situationships are becoming more common. And online, independence and singlehood are often celebrated, leading some women to hide or even downplay relationships on social media. So from marriage and cohabitation to dating apps, digital trends, and the normalization of long-term singlehood, the story of modern love is a little bit more complex and more customizable than ever before. And as Americans continue to delay marriage, meet online, and redefine what partnership looks like, researchers say one thing hasn't changed. People still want connection. They're just choosing new ways and new timelines to find it. So after I decided to tackle this topic, I took to Instagram, asking people on social media to describe the dating scene in 2026. And let's just say that the people did not disappoint. So let's look at some examples. Okay, right here we've got pretty accurate. Facts. Someone else wrote painfully tragic. Another one, horrific. This person said in our age group, he's referring to Zillennials, rough. One of my favorites, a waste of my time and peace. Another person describes it as, it's a jungle out there. This one's a good one, light work, no reaction. If you were to ask me, well, this is how I would describe it. But in all seriousness, it's not about finding the perfect person. It's about finding the perfect person for you.
I'd been partnered for 22 years. At the age of 39, I found myself single. And like you alluded to, the single scene, gosh, it was difficult. So I found myself swiping the lefts and the rights and the rejections and so I got sick of it. I said, there's got to be a better way.
Yeah.
And if you look at the trends nationally, the dating apps are going down. And so I said, I'm going to make it better in Northwest Arkansas. And that's what I've been on a mission to do for, gosh, a year and a half now.
Many people I talk to echo what Queenie Bee says about digital dating.
You have people who want to date that are the people who want to be in the computer world, but I think that people have tried it out and they don't want to do that anymore. And now when you have AI and all this other stuff happening, people want human connection. And that's why it's so great to find other people that are like with that too. Let's kick it old school.
It's kind of hard, you know. There's obviously competition. Like, it's just hard to get that one-on-one interaction because it's like you don't know this person and you're having that text. Me personally, I hate texting, I hate phone. Dating apps, I think the dating apps sucks nowadays. I think they're a waste of time. I think everybody tries to compare each other, or they try to compare their profile or do pickup lines, and that sort of thing. I mean, it's changed a lot. So the biggest challenge is phone. The phones. Everybody wants to stay on the phones, so you don't get to meet that person one-on-one. You don't get that one-on-one experience because you're going to get shy. You know, a lot of people are extroverted or introverted, so some might like to talk on the phone, some might not, but you don't get to see that personally. So dating apps have taken that away because nowadays it's like, oh, hey, message me or we match, but it's never gonna go to other ways. I've had friends and even experiences myself where we communicate on phones, but then it's not the same in person. And they're like, man, I didn't know you were like outgoing and energetic. And I'm like, yeah, that's just part of me. In person, I'm different than the phone. I'm horrible. So I think that's what dating apps kind of slack of. It's just that one-on-one interaction face-to-face.
The heartbreak of the apps. It's crushing to be swiped left over and over and over again to connect with someone, to be ghosted by someone on the apps. It's heartbreaking. Swiping left or right on someone based on 1 or 2 profile photos, maybe they look like that, maybe they don't. It just doesn't work. Not only does it not work, it's really bad for the psyche. And all of the singles here know that. So coming together, all of us in one room to meet each other, to connect, it's fantastic.
Here's a little advice.
Advice for singles in the area, you have to get out there. You have to accept the fact, and we were talking about this a moment ago, you have to accept the fact that you may end up having to feel awkward for a few moments. Like when you first walk into a meetup where there's a lot of singles there, and just say, okay, I can do this and it's going to be worth it because in the end I'm going to meet all these new faces and grow my circle.
Go to things in person, that's what I would say. I mean, that's really where it's at.
And the Momentary is here to help.
The Momentary is also starting in 2026 and every Wednesday night happy hour. And it's also just another way for young people to come together and meet one another on a weekly basis.
At the Momentary, you know, we have shows, like all kinds of things going on, but we really also want to be kind of like Bentonville's living room where people can meet each other in person, which is like so hard nowadays.
Yeah.
Preach.
Yeah.
I love it.
And there's a lot of new people moving to the area as well, right? So we want to create those opportunities where people can meet new friends, maybe a date.
There's other resources you can use, self-help books, podcasts. Some call it a loneliness epidemic. Consider adopting a hobby, going to a class, anything from cooking to pottery, joining a gym, a church community group, attend community events, maybe volunteer, go to professional networking events, join a sports league, even look up social clubs, and know that you're not alone. So the event at the Momentary was free. Queenie Bee also runs Queenie Connects, which, as you can see here, it's not a dating group. It's an exclusive membership club for singles here in our area and professionals to create and foster genuine social connections. And here's Hive Networking NWA, a networking organization for professionals, entrepreneurs, creatives, and business owners across Northwest Arkansas. So those are 2 options for you there to help get connected. Last fall, we launched a new segment called Field Trip Friday, where every week our morning team, KNWA Today / Fox 24 AM, explored NWA to have some fun. Maybe you guys can take away a new skill, a new hobby, a new activity, or perhaps a date idea from this.
Get up there and you hold strong. You represent Arkansas and do it proud. You got this.
My legs feel a little shaky.
That's okay. You got it. Okay, go, go.
Easy,
Oh.
easy, easy. Strong. Okay. Yeah!
You got to do the palms. All right, Ashlyn, you just did Z with the Razorback Cheer Squad. I mean, you guys know at home, legendary. And you were in the center of it all. How do you feel?
I have a newfound appreciation for these men and women because as much fun as it was, it is so stressful, and to think about all of the people filling the seats, cheering, screaming, keeping a smile on your face the whole time.
Right.
I mean, I was just trying to fall, so it was pretty,
You did excellent.
pretty stressful. But
You made your dad proud.
I did.
You've carried on the legacy.
I did.
Today.
Yeah, I think I did. I love you, Dad. Love you, Dad. My favorite kind of corn is corn with Parmesan cheese on it. It's what I used to eat at college. Do you know where Jackie is? Oh shucks, I don't know where she is. I don't know where
we
she
better find her.
is. Okie dokie.
Yep.
Guys, where did you go? Guys? Okay, that's not it. Hello?
No. All right, we're gonna go for help.
Yeah,
we
it's a
need
good
an
idea, it's a
expert.
good idea.
It's not me.
It just still doesn't work.
We're coming, Jackie.
Jackie? Jackie?
Oh, hey guys. Hi. Where have you been? Ashlyn, get in here. Be the goat down here. I've been waiting for like hours, guys.
You've been a bad girl.
What happened, Josh?
Has a bee that's been hanging out. So he had two, and now he's just got one that's just hanging out.
Well, here's the deal, right? Here's the thing about this bee. It's telling me to work right now because I'm a drone and I'm not doing anything, so I need to start working.
You want Josh to hold you? You want Josh to hold you, little bee?
We'd like to introduce you to our queen bee. Ashlyn went into the midst of the bees in the bee suit.
Yes.
Held a bee on her gloved hand. Queen Ashlyn, how was your experience?
Yes.
Well, listen, there are a couple of things that I walk away with, or fly away with, if you will, as I am the queen. I will say that the experience being in the suit is a lot different than walking in without the suit. There was a little squeal moment I had there, which was kind of scary. But I will say there are a lot of common misconceptions, I think, about bees. I think they're a lot more timid, a lot sweeter than you ever would have thought.
The queen has spoken.
Yes.
Oh man, I've loved Halloween since I was a little kid. When I was a little kid, I always wanted to be a vampire. I'd sleep with my neck out hoping I'd get bit by a vampire when I was a little kid. But this has to do.
Oh gosh. Interstate 49, it's scary.
As my first outing out of the booth and with the team, I can say that I like staying behind the camera. I had a great time.
Yeah, I mentioned before that I had screamed the last time I was here, and just want to say I screamed even more.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't cry though.
This time.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Let's Talk About It. Once these episodes air, they live on demand right here on our streaming channel 479 First, a one-stop shop for digital exclusives and all things KNWA Fox 24. Be safe, healthy, happy, and have a wonderful week.